Making the headlines tonight, Anambra State Governor Soludo rolls out palliatives to cushion effects of petrol subsidy removal. Anambra State government officials, legislators embark on retreat. Minister of Education Mammon says Nigeria will be perfect if education is fixed. And on the forums in Philippines, China exchange words over South China Sea. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening. Welcome to the news. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo has announced the measures to be rolled out forward towards cushioning the harsh effect of current economic situation in Nigeria, in addition with the resultant effect of subsidy removal. The governor made the announcement in a statewide broadcast on 21st August 2023 at the Golden Tulip Hotel, Agolo, after declaring open the first Anambra State Executive and Legislative Joint Retreat. Government House correspondent Valentine Mbado filed on this report, taken from here.
The governor, among other things, announced additional non-taxable fee of 12,000 to over 50,000 civil servants and pensioners in the state for the period of September to December. Tax exemption for Okada riders, artisans, barrow pushers, hawkers, small businesses operating below 100,000 naira, 20% reduction on IGR payments by shuttle bus drivers, and others. He also promised free delivery and antenatal services for pregnant women going forward, purchase of CMG buses that will be provided by the federal government to reduce the cost of transportation within the state. Governor Soludo said that in the context of the 2023 budget, all interim response to cushion the economic effect of subsidy removal must be rolled out, while assuring that the 2024 budget will capture more intentional approach in ensuring Anambra has improved standard of living. He promised to ensure that Anambra people benefit from the programs of the federal government.
We are determined to provide every assistance to the farmers for the next planting season in 2024 to boost food and animal production. We are determined to collaborate with the federal government to ensure that Anambra residents benefit maximally from the myriad of palliatives being rolled out by Mr. President.
The governor said that the state will be recruiting more thousands of youth as teachers and street cleaners as a way to engage more young people, and reassured his commitment to ensuring improved security situation in the state.
We are working assiduously to improve the ease of doing business in Anambra, to attract private sector investment into the state for improved job creation from the Anambra. Security of life and property remain the #1 priority of government. We are stepping up measures to deal with touts who inflict pain on our innocent citizens around some major places in the state.
Present during the broadcast are the members of the Executive Council, legislative members, and leadership of the Organized Labor Union.
Anambra executive and legislative arms of government are certainly on the verge of forging a stronger bond towards achieving the One Anambra agenda. Government House correspondent Ejike Abana reports that this became obvious as top functionaries of both arms of government are meeting in Agolo and Ocha local government area for a 2-day bi-governmental arms retreat. His report.
Chukwuma Soludo, who addressed the media on the sidelines of the retreat, emphasized that the basic agenda of the present government is to enthrone a livable and prosperous smart megacity. According to the governor, only one ball exists in the field, which is Project Anambra, irrespective of party differences, that the determination to make the state work is unflinching.
We have one state, one people, one agenda. We have only one ball on the field, and all of us have different wings to play in order to score. And scoring that goal is to build that livable and prosperous homeland.
While speaking on the huge Anambra agenda with a deadline, deploying the Vision 2070 report, the Solution Manifesto and the Transition Committee document, Governor Soludo also stressed that it is an agenda with limited resources, maintaining that Anambra people are in a hurry to witness transformation of the state from largely being a departure lounge to a place where people will love to live. work, relax, and enjoy. He reeled out the 5 pillars of his administration to include security, law and order, economic transformation, human capital and social agenda, governance and value system, as well as environment, stressing that relative to his government's resource-based constraints, appreciable progress is being made by prioritizing the use of those resources.
By the time you put a Garawuda might sit down to begin to, add and subtract on all of those, or the massive infrastructural development, repairs and constructions going on. Anambra is a construction site going on. All of this, and when they bring the buses, will also apply to buy. So we wouldn't know what the price would be. So it's difficult to put value for now, but for sure, we are in whatever form that it comes, we will take up this challenge. Ours is a progressive government, and our focus is the welfare of the common man, what to refer to as the common man in Nigeria. Whatever it takes to make sure that we leave no one behind, we will take those measures.
Speaker of the Anambra State Assembly, Right Honorable Somto Chukwudeze, led other House members to the retreat, which also has all members of the State's Executive Council in attendance. The retreat, facilitated by Tony Blair Foundation, has theme strengthening leadership collaboration for effective governance and delivery of the Anambra agenda.
The federal and state governments have been urged to invest more in the agricultural sector to boost the food production and create more employment opportunities. Speaking in Awka, the Vice President of Ohanes Ndibu Worldwide, Chief Damian Okeke-Ogene said this will help tackle the challenge of poverty and hunger. Chief Okeke-Ogene said the agricultural sector holds very bright prospects for diversification of the economy through its various value chains that can expand the scope and windows of economic activities and revenue streams that will raise the standard of living of the people. Chief Okeke-Ogene noted that proper financial employment of youths will provide the needed incentive to encourage them to be actively involved in farming of crops, which would not only provide food for households but also produce raw materials to accelerate industrial growth and strengthen export capacity of the state and the country, as well as discourage graduates from endlessly searching for non-existent white-collar jobs. He said the coconut and palm oil seedlings are revolution initiated by Soludo administration, if properly harnessed, will provide families and communities with steady sources of income in the nearest future with minimal labor. Chief Okeke-Ogene expressed the satisfaction that many communities are now motivating their members to participate actively in farming by introducing incentives including competitions during New Yam festivals that reward best farmers in the areas, as well as year-sort festivals to promote the cultural heritage of Ndibu. He urged Southeast government to sustain measures to raise standards of New Yam festivals to become international tourist attraction. Also speaking, a community leader, Chief Ikenna Ibekwe, commended Ndibu in diaspora for exporting the New Yam festival to various parts of the world. The traditional ruler of Nise in Awka South local government area, Igwe Ramanus Ilo, has called on Anambra to see the development of the state as a collective responsibility. Speaking to the ABS in his palace on the 32nd anniversary of Anambra State, slated for the 27th of this month, Igwe Ilo commended the founding fathers of the state and urged Anambra to take full ownership of the state. We have details of this report from our studio.
Igwe Ilo, who described the rates of development in Anambra State as encouraging, commended its past governors for their contributions to the growth of the state. He extolled the giant strides of Governor Chukwuma Soludo, especially in the areas of road infrastructure, agriculture, human capital development, healthcare delivery, education, and restoration of the sanctity of the traditional institution, among others, calling on Anambra to rally round his administration. Igwe Ilo urged the citizenry to always pay their tax and levies promptly to enable the government to serve them better.
We have been enjoying relatively cordial atmosphere in terms of governance. What we are expecting governments to do for us, but I think we get 55% of what the masses are expected from the governors. And as such, we thank God.
Contributing a chieftain of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, Chief Oster Ezechukwu, who said that Anambra State has achieved a lot within 32 years of its existence, called on the government to create more enabling environments for the speedy industrialization of the state. Chief Ezechukwu, who described the private sector as a major player in job creation, called on the government to seek ways of ensuring the growth of indigenous firms by giving new industries a tax holiday of at least 3 years to enable them to stand properly before they can be able to pay tax. On the forthcoming Anambra State Investment Summit, slated for the 7th of September, Chief Ezechukwu, who is a community leader at Nanka in Orumba North local government area, described the summit as apt and called on industrialists of Anambra State extraction to embrace the initiative, reminding them of the need to bring part of their investments home for enhanced development of the state. Chief Ezechukwu urged the youth to key into the agricultural blueprint of the Soludo administration, especially its coconut and palm seedlings initiative, in order to become self-reliant.
Wachichai festa na yana wale bakwa nke bwa agba nke bwa iwe we na dra ya mma na akwo na APGA nke
The new Minister of Education, Professor Tahiri Maman, says every other thing will work perfectly if the country if the education sector is fixed, since the ministry is the foundation of all. The minister stated this when he and the Minister of State for Education, Dr. Yusuf Sunu, were received in office by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Andrew Adejo, directors and heads of agencies and parastatals under the ministry after their swearing in by President Bola Tinubu on Monday in Abuja. Princess Ewi Ajide tells us more.
In the assemblage, Maman solicited support from Nigerians so as to bring about the desired changes in the education sector. According to him, there are numerous expectations from the sector, but President Tinubu is committed to turning around the tide and called for all hands to be on deck.
I know there are constraints, there are facilities and there are constraints, but I can assure you, as best as possible, we will pursue what will make things right for you. Whatever is due to you as civil servants, we will not let go of what is due to half of the
Minister of State, Dr. Yusuf Sununu, had earlier sought the cooperation and understanding of Nigerians, especially the staff of the ministry, as they work to improve the standard of education. He urged the staff to work together as a formidable force, as it will help overcome the challenges.
I believe with cooperation, collaboration and togetherness, we are going to overcome the situation and will make history. We will make history.
The Permanent Secretary Adejo had in his speech pledged that he and the staff will be loyal and committed and cooperate with the ministers for a successful operation. In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
And on the foreign scene, the Philippines says it has delivered fresh supplies to a remote outpost it claims in the South China Sea. Manila said Beijing's attempts to block, harass and interfere with the supply mission were unsuccessful. Chinese ships fired a water cannon at a Philippine supply mission to the second thermostral in the disputed Spratly Islands 2 weeks before stopping it from reaching the Filipino troops. China's embassy in Manila did not immediately reply to a request for comment. Beijing claims almost the entire South China Sea, including the Spratlys, which is also claimed in part by the Philippines. The sea is a rich fishing ground that is believed to hold vast oil and gas reserves. Supply missions to the shoal have been a frequent source of friction between the two claimants. Over now to sports. Rangers forward Cyril Dessers is looking forward to facing Dutch giant PSV Eindhoven in the UEFA Champions League. Rangers will come up against the Eredivisie champions in the first leg of the playoffs round at the Ibrox Stadium today. Ders is played against PSV during his time in the Netherlands. The Nigeria international stated that he is looking forward to the game and is confident of a positive outcome. The winner of the two-legged contest will proceed to the money-spinning group stage of the UEFA Champions League. And that's just about it on the news tonight. But before we go, a quick reminder that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Twitter at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points again. Anambra State Governor Soludo has rolled out palliatives to cushion effect of petrol subsidy removal. Anambra State government officials and legislators have embarked on a retreat. Minister of Education Mammon has said Nigeria will be perfect if education is fixed. And on the foreign scene, the Philippines and China have exchanged words over South China Sea. Remember that Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it on the news tonight. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Chidimma Orangwa. Good night.